Jai Hind children, let's start our new chapter Forests, our lifeline. So, what are forests? A dense growth of trees, other type of plants covering a large area is called forest. Forests are not created by humans. Although forests are classified primarily by trees, concept of a forest ecosystem includes additional species such as smaller plants, animals and microorganisms like fungi and bacteria, as well as the physical and chemical processes such as energy flow and nutrient cycling. Forests contain roughly 90% of the world's terrestrial biodiversity. These interact with one another and with the non living part of the environment, including the soil, water, and minerals, to make up an ecosystem, what we know as a forest. Forests provide food and shelter for animals. Some common animals found in a forest are shown in pictures given below. These are the some pictures which shows common types of plants found in forests. Products which we get from the forest are shown in pictures. Now let's discuss the structure of a forest. In the forest, trees of various types are found. They can be characterized by their height, shape of leaves, flowers, and fruits. A roof or cover formed over the short plants by the branches of tall trees is called a canopy. The branchy part of trees above the stem is called crown. The different horizontal layers of plants found at different heights just below the canopy are called understories. Thus, trees form the topmost layer or the canopy, shrubs and small trees form the understory, and herbs and the ground flora form the lowest layer of the understory. The floor of the forest is dark and covered with dead and decaying plant matter like branches, twigs, leaves, etc. This decaying matter is moist and warm. Mushrooms can be seen growing over them. Many tiny insects like beetles and ants can also be seen on the decaying matter. The microorganisms like bacteria and fungi called decomposers feed on the dead and decaying matter and convert it to humus. Now let's discuss the components of forest and their interdependence. Forest has different types of plants and animals. They are autotrophs, heterotrophs, saprotrophs and decomposers. So green plants which prepare food by photosynthesis are called autotrophs. Animals which get their food directly or indirectly from plants, they are called heterotrophs. Animals which feed on dead animals are called saprotrophs. Microorganisms which decomposes dead plants and animals into humus are called decomposers. Now, food chain. Green plants prepare their own food. All other animals ultimately depend on plants for their food. Some examples for the food chain are shown in the following pictures. Food chain is the flow of energy in a sequential manner where one organism eats the other and itself is eaten by another in turn. A food chain clearly explains the interdependence of various organisms in the environment. Now, food web. In the food chains show alongside green plants or grass is eaten by a goat or rabbit which is a herbivore. The goat is then eaten by a wolf and the wolf can be further eaten by a lion. Goat can also be eaten by a lion directly. This shows that many food chains get interlinked to form a food web. Thus, if any one of the food chain is disturbed, other food chains also get affected. In the same way, every part of forest is depend on other parts. Now, let's discuss the importance of forest. The first one is balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. During respiration, plants and animals take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. During photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. So, plants help to maintain the oxygen and carbon dioxide balance in the atmosphere. That's why forests are also called green lungs. Some other points let's discuss about the importance of forest. These are Forests provide many useful products. Forests maintain water cycle. Forests also prevent occurrence of flood and soil erosion. Forests help in controlling the global warming. Forest helps to regulate climate. Forests can regenerate on their own. That's why they are called dynamic living entity. Now, the removal of forests to meet the various demands of the increasing population is called deforestation. So, some factors which are responsible for the deforestation are expansion of agriculture, construction of roads, industrial development, increasing demand of wood, overgrazing by animals. So these are some consequences if forests disappear. We also discussed them. First one is increase of the earth's temperature, no food and shelter to wildlife. There will be more floods. Deforestation endanger the environment. Now let's discuss the ways for conservation of forests, that how we can conserve forest. First one is afforestation, joint forest management, strict environment law, incentives to social forestry, establishment of national parks and bioreserves, creating awareness, and the social forestry. Thanks, this is all about this chapter. Hope you all understood this very well. Thank you.